What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? And here we go. So, no, today's video, man, I just want to chop it up with you guys for a second. That's good, man. You already know what that is. I just have to chop it up with you guys for a second, man. Before I even get started, man, make sure you do the thing, man. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share, comment, hit that notification bell for any future videos I got coming out, so you know how it goes. But, yeah, man, it finally happened, man. I actually hopped on the phone with Vlad TV. I've been a big fan of Vlad's for what he was doing back in the day before we got started with the RealLyfe Street Starz. Never was like Say Cheese, where, you know, he said, we're going to copy you exactly. We all try to be different from Vlad, you know what I'm saying, as far as we saw he was doing clips. We would do long form videos, you know. The clip mode is kind of where we're at now, as far as we do have a whole new channel for RealLyfe Street Starz with clips. But at the time, we were basically doing full interviews, just full interviews, giving it to you raw. So a lot of people used to love and hate us for giving long interviews, because some people didn't deserve long interviews. You know, you want to hear long interviews from people you want to hear from, but we were still giving long interviews, you know, and then finally we started going to clips and giving y'all pieces and small portions of the interview. But anyway, first and foremost, as much as people say Vlad is a culture vulture, I want to shout out Vlad for what he's done for the culture. You know, if anything, that whole Tupac situation, I wouldn't know a lot about it if he didn't pursue that. I don't know why no one else chose to pursue it. I don't know why Vlad is the guy who said, I'm going to be the guy who pursues this. But I got to give him big ups for even just going down that route and going down that lane to get those stories. Now, mind you, it ended up getting Keefe D locked up, but, you know, I just think some older gangsters don't know the power of the internet, or just saying something, trying to be tough or be cool. You might say one little thing, and these cases don't be solved. I mean, I don't know. You got to talk about stuff after it's solved, or after you did the time, and the statute of limitations is up. You're supposed to have those conversations. So, very weird. But with that being said, no, me and Vlad, we had a great conversation. He wanted to talk about, you know, first and foremost, shout out Terrence Gangsta Williams, because he's the one who put me on the phone with Vlad for me to even talk to him about, you know, the RealLyfe Street Starz and coming on the platform and kind of what we've been doing. But Vlad just wanted to be, you know, he wanted to give his 2 cents on the Jaguar Wright situation. He was like, man, I really don't, you know, see, he said, I don't want to quote for what he's saying, but the basis of the conversation was, be careful with Jaguar Wright, you know, be sure that if whatever she's saying, that she has valid receipts. And I try to tell him, like, hey, man, listen, I personally been around Jag, and I've personally been on the phone with people that could vouch for what she's saying. So how far from the truth is it when people that was in the industry back then in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s are vouching for what she's saying? They just don't want to come forward. So, and that's happened multiple times with multiple people where I've talked to them, even either through Jag or even outside of Jag, and they say, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, what she's saying, even Dame Dash said it. Dame Dash was like, hey, a lot of stuff she's saying is true. I was there. I just can't speak. I just can't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not my place to speak on. And I think that's for a lot of people. It's not their place to speak on. With that being said, the conversation with Vlad was more so on that, you know, just saying be careful, you know, from an OG YouTuber to a young YouTube channel. He's like, hey, y'all just be careful, because if there is something that she's saying that isn't true, someone could come after you with a cease and desist or even try to sue you guys. He even mentioned that, hey, you know, he even said, I could sue you guys if I wanted to for what she said about me, but, you know, it ain't true, and I just found it funny, and I like you guys, man. Us podcasters have to stick together, so I would never do that to y'all. So shout out to Vlad for taking it lighthearted whenever someone says something crazy about him. I wanted to ask him about the whole culture vulture stuff, but we didn't talk that long. We only talked for about 10 minutes or so. But the basis of the conversation was mostly of that.